What is up, divine beings? Peace, love, abundance, blessings. Today I'm doing a video on connecting with the Greek god of the underworld, none other than Hades himself. And this is just an intro video. Eventually I'll make more videos with Hades. Eventually I'm making a Patreon with channeled rituals from different Greek deities. Hades is a deity that is a prime figure in Greek mythology, but who gets a bad reputation and is very misrepresented. When you are in spirituality, you can sometimes be caught up in the love and light dogma, or you can see a fluster of that. Here's the thing, darkness is necessary because without darkness, there is no light. Without light, there is no darkness. Darkness teaches us how to conceal things, how to preserve things, and how to protect things. Darkness teaches us where we need to be warriors for ourselves, where we need to set boundaries, where we need some stern energy, and where we need to apply force if our wellness, our peace, our safety, and what we love and those we love are at risk, all right? So Hades is just enforcement energy, and Hades has a purposeful role. He has a bad reputation, but without the underworld, we would not have a moral compass in humanity, would we? So Hades is just here to enforce karmic law and enforce the notion of there are consequences for your actions. So if Hades comes to you in visions, in dreams, in meditations, or you're feeling a draw or pull to him, he is coming in as a spirit guide to teach you how to have more authoritative energy in your own life, for your own self, for your own preservation. This is giving Emperor energy in tarot and Empress energy in tarot. Hades embodies the Emperor energy, but if you are somebody who feels more connected to your feminine, then he will help you in your Empress energy. Now, Hades is an example of the dark divine masculine, because we talk a lot about the dark divine feminine, but we also have the dark divine masculine, and this is Hades. Hades comes in to teach you how to understand things from his point of view. And his point of view is definitely not fluffy, definitely straight to the point, and looks at the cold, hard truth of things. This is a deity who understands that yes, compassion is necessary, but sometimes we need to set aside compassion so that we can have objectivity, we can have logic, we can have understanding, and we can have reasoning. When Hades comes as a guide as well, you are learning to have more agency in your voice. So if you're somebody who can sometimes let people speak over you, walk over you, that's not happening with Hades anymore. He's very stern, and he's coming in with that stern energy so that you can have more discipline in showing up for yourself. You can have more discipline in eliminating imposter syndrome, eliminating doubt, eliminating procrastination that comes from fear, because a lot of people procrastinate not because they're lazy, but because they're scared to put themselves out there, or they're scared to confront their self-doubt or their self-sabotaging tendencies, so they just don't take any action. Hades is a spirit of action. Hades is a god of action because Hades represents Pluto. Pluto is similar to Mars because they're both about warriorship, and they're both about life needing unnecessary force at certain moments and times. Hades is a very powerful protective spirit that can protect you, your home, your space, your business, and your loved ones. Hades will also reinforce the necessity for spiritual protection, making sure that you spiritually cleanse yourself, making sure that you understand how energy exchanges work. If there's a particular person who could be causing you a lot of strain, a lot of just conflict, and this person keeps messing with your energy, Hades might intervene with that. And you have to be comfortable with his role in your life as a protector if you want his support and you want his energy. Now, Hades doesn't help anybody who doesn't help themselves. So it's not that you're going to petition Hades for protection, but still be a coward in your life. When you're petitioning Hades for protection, you're also embodying his energy, which is knowing how to be more dominant in your day-to-day actions, in your day-to-day conversations. This doesn't mean to dominate over others, but this means to be in your seat as the emperor and or the empress, all right? Now, if you want to dedicate crystals to Hades for an altar, I recommend smoky quartz, because smoky quartz is good for transmuting negativity into positivity, from transmuting negative energies, stagnant energies into clarity. You can also offer black obsidian, black tourmaline, and onyx. For offerings, I would recommend giving dark liquors, because underworld deities, those dark deities, they really love dark liquor, whiskey, rum, dark wine. Pomegranates are a testimony of his love for Persephone, so pomegranates can be offered as well. Speaking of which, I do have Persephone videos, and I'm going to add this video with Hades to my Greek playlist so you can see my Persephone videos. And over there, I mentioned that when I was connecting with Persephone, the first channeled message that she ever gave me is that there is a false mythology when it comes to Persephone being abducted by Hades. Persephone chose the path of the underworld to find her fullness, to find her own full spectrum of being, because as we know, we have our shadow sides and we have our bright sides, we have our lighter sides. And that's the understanding that all energy, all matter in the universe has polarity. There is duality. There is the good and there is the bad. And we have our good sides and we have our bad sides. And there is a time to be in your naughty side, in your shadow side, in your darker side. There is a time to apply that energy and apply that force. Now, we always talk about light versus dark. But what about really understanding the power of integrating your light side and your dark side and knowing when to draw wisdoms upon both energies? Understanding that your angel on your shoulder and the devil on your shoulder, they're not there to be in conflict. They're just there to offer you different perspectives. And you, as the mediator, as the high priestess, because in tarot, we see her standing between the pillar of light and the pillar of darkness. You are here to find your own fullness, your own higher understanding, your own higher wisdom. So with Hades, you're getting the darker side of things. You're getting a darker lens of things. With Hades, you're learning how to spiritually protect yourself and how to protect yourself in day-to-day life. With Hades, you are also learning to conceal, to not always say things, because information is powerful. Information can create and it can destroy. If you give the wrong people too much information about you, that can become disadvantageous in the future. So Hades is here to teach you how to move in life, in this chess game of life, with precision, with wisdom, with balance, and clarity. I would recommend offering black candles to initiate connections with Hades. If you're not comfortable with black candles, then Hades is not your spirit, because Hades is Plutonian. Hades is the underworld. So a black candle is necessary for Hades, because that is the initiation to your own dark divinity. And if you are uncomfortable with your shadows, Hades might be here to teach you how to navigate your own personal underworld, all right? Hades is always seen accompanied with Cerberus, as seen in this statue. And if I ever make videos on Cerberus, I will have to put that on a Patreon, because Cerberus is a very difficult spirit, and I would even say deity, to work with. Cerberus is very powerful and also very destructive. And I will say this, if Hades wants to protect you, if somebody keeps assaulting your energy, assaulting your peace, assaulting your well-being, Hades will come in very explosively. And you have to be comfortable with that. All right. Now I'm going to pull some cards and see what else Hades has to say. If you're trying to petition him on a specific day of the week, Tuesday feels right, because Pluto and Mars, Tuesday is the day of Mars. Pluto is the planet of the underworld, but again, that warrior energy, so is Mars. So that can correlate as a day for you to work with them. In terms of prayers, because sometimes people ask me, what prayers can you give a deity? Speak from the heart. Ask him why you would want his wisdom, medicine, or counsel. If he's coming to you, then you can light a black candle and ask him for clarity, ask him for guidance. And I always say, pull cards with them, divinate with them, journal with them. Ask Hades as a journaling prompt, why are you here? Or ask yourself, why would Hades be here? And you might get into the act of automatic writing, which is channeling through writing, all right? Now I'm going to pull some cards and see what Hades has to say. If you like the statue, you can find it on my Amazon shopping list, which is on the about below. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe this video. And again, this is an intro video. I have a feeling Hades will have me do more videos with them. Hades can also really help you with like creating barriers around your home, creating shields and wards around your home, cloaking your energy, because that's really what I do with Hades. I cloak my energy so that nosy spiritual readers cannot read my energy. All right. The first card that we have is the Two of Swords, helping you with indecisions, helping you with indecisiveness, helping you have more clarity. The next card that we have is the Hangman, helping you with processing grief, helping you with processing the emotions that sometimes you do not want to have, those darker emotions, those sadder emotions, anger, all of that. Those can actually be tools of empowerment. Hades is here to show you how to transmute your pain, walk through your pain, navigate your pain, so that you can get to a place where your pain transforms into a source of wisdom, a source of compassion, and a source of empowerment. The next card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. Honoring your fruits of your labor. So one thing that Hades told me when he first came in, because I was like, I really want to work with spirits of abundance. I don't really want to work with darker energies right now. Hades told me that in order to call abundance, necessary boundaries, necessary protection needs to be put in place. The way that Hades showed me this is a garden. When you think about botanical gardens, right? These very nice, beautiful places. We see them and there's a lot of rules that are being enforced. There's gates that cover them. There are security everywhere. And the reason why is that without that, people would be running loose. So we need enforcement. We need protection. And before you can petition for good things, sometimes in your life, you have to make sure that there's no invasive energies around you, because when you are petitioning for good things, you have to make sure that any negative connections, any negativity around you, any negative things have to be out of the picture. So that's where Hades comes in, to help you with clearing things, cutting cords, removing obstacles, and protecting yourself, your energy, and your peace. Without the underworld, people would be acting crazy. People would have no moral compass. And Hades is here to enforce morality. Without the darkness, there would be no enforcement of morality. People wouldn't have morals. Darkness is not always bad. And there's this notion that darkness is chaotic, but Hades shows us how darkness could be something that has structure and stability and brings structure and stability to the universe. The next card that we have is the Chariot. With removing your obstacles, you can now move forward. And that's why Pluto is also associated with the bringer of great wealth, because Pluto releases and removes whatever needs to be removed in order for you to continue on your path. So it's not always about just focusing on abundance and manifestation. It's also focusing on what needs to be removed in order for the path to be cleared, where you need to protect yourself as you walk forward in your path as well. If you are somebody who's public in your business, public in your career or your work, Hades can come as a protector as well. I'm also hearing a protector for transmuting and reversing any negativity, any evil eye, anything of that sort. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. This is not a life of defeat. For some people who are connecting with Hades or seeing Hades, you might be in a moment in your life where you feel like you have lost everything, or you feel defeated, or you're grieving over some type of deep betrayal, some type of deep pain that somebody inflicted on you. Hades comes in to pick you back up again, to teach you to be a warrior in your life so that those cycles stop. Those cycles of others harming you do not repeat themselves any further. So Hades is love, but Hades is love from a place that isn't so hyper sympathetic, hyper compassionate. He is compassionate, but not in a way that has fluff, in a way that just cuts straight to the chase. The next card that we have is Temperance. The understanding that all is balance. And Hades also really teaches you patience. Patience and grounding and understanding how timing works, all right? So this is an introduction to Hades. I hope that this video was a service. I hope that this video might resonate with some of you. And if it did, please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will be following up with more Hades videos, and I will eventually set up a Patreon for Greek channeled rituals, Greek god channeled rituals, and this will be added to a Greek god and goddess playlist. All right, thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to follow me on social media, how to do so is on the about below. If you want to book a private reading with me, how to do so is on the about below, y'all. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. I'll see you on the next video.